views and suggestions. Now, bear in mind, this is gonna be the first episode. It's not so official. We're gonna look mostly on the Philippines and Jakarta, and we're gonna touch a little bit of US dollar also. Now, we have had few questions already, and first question we have is from Philippines. Thank you very much for this question. And the question is, could you give us a review on Philippines stock index and Philippines peso? Okay. Now, first of all, what we have to do to give you a review of the stock index, we have to look at the economic situation in general. Now, Philippines, exactly same like other neighboring countries in Asia, have been growing quite a bit in a past year or two. If you look at the Philippines Stock Exchange chart, you can clearly see that it is in a top range. Now also, if you open a 5-year chart period, a longer period, I always suggest and I always like to look at the longer period instead of the short periods, we can clearly see that Philippines Stock Exchange have a clear pattern. So you can see that for every 1.5 year of bullish trend, you will have at least 8 months of a bearish trend. Okay, and you can clearly see from 2012 to mid 2013 it reaches the top, and after that you have 8 months of a bearish trend, and then since 2014 till the mid 2016, okay, it's going up, reaches the top, and then you have 8 months of a bearish trend. And exactly same thing is happening now, that since 2016, since the start of 2016, it has been moving up. Unfortunately, it hasn't been 1.5 years, but we can clearly see that now it's starting to enter a bearish pattern. Saying that when we're looking at any Asia index chart, we have to go and look at the US dollar. It's very, very strong correlation. Now we can see that the US dollar index currently is trading at 97.69. Clearly, it's still a top range. If you want to see the highest level at over 100 points, that would be in 1st of November 2015. Okay, that would be the highest level over the 100 points. Now, bear in mind that 97 is still on the top range, and one of the normal levels is around 79 to 84, which was 2014, 2012. Now, bear in mind, US dollar is still on the top range. Saying that, US dollar is more expensive against your Philippine peso, Indonesia rupiah, and also Malaysia ringgit. Now, going back to the Philippine Stock Exchange, our predictions after economic analysis and also after technical analysis, looking at the index chart in general and the moving averages and commodity channel indexes. At the moment, Philippines Stock Exchange index is trading at 7,443.54. Now, our expectations is that by the end of the year, Philippines Stock Exchange should move up slightly a bit, and the predictions is it could be trading in a range 7,600 to 7,700. We do expect a slowdown in stock trading after the new year, and by the year 2018, personally me, I do think that Philippine Stock Exchange could touch the recent low levels at 6,000, 6,100. Once again, this is not a recommendation for you to sell all your stocks and jump into other investments. This is merely my personal opinion and our company's group opinion after extensive economic analysis. Okay, that is Philippine Stock Exchange. Now let's jump into Filipino peso. Now Philippine peso at the moment is trading at 48.47. So US dollar against Philippine peso 48.47, saying that you for $1 you're gonna get 48.47 Philippines peso. Okay, Philippines peso, same like most Asia currencies, obviously are suffering a bit for the past sessions, for the past year, due to the rising dollar. And due to the currency drop, obviously the stock market is suffering a bit also. Now, I do believe that peso, same like other Asia currencies, Indonesia rupiah, Malaysia ringgit, and even Singapore dollar, will drop lower. In my personal opinion, two of the most volatile currencies would be Malaysia ringgit and Philippines peso. Our analysis and my personal opinion is that by the year 2018, year 2020, Philippines, the US dollar could be trading at 57 points against Philippines peso. So bear in mind that once again our opinion is that for $1 you would be getting around 57 Philippines peso. Now that is an decrease on the peso value, okay, of around 15% in the next 3 to 4 years. So bear in mind, maybe you would want to switch some part of your investment to hedge against the Philippines peso drop and the Malaysia ringgit drop, and saying that also the Indonesia rupiah drop. So next 2 to 4 years, honestly, it doesn't look so bright for the Asian currencies. Okay, now this would be the answer to the first question. Now we have another question which is also from Philippines. Now this question, bear in mind there are no stupid question whatsoever. This is also not a stupid question. It's this question probably, as many people, as many opinions you will have answers for this question. So I will try to give a professional answer to this question. Now the question goes is, do you personally think that Forex is better for Philippines than stock market, and why? Okay, now the answer to this question is honestly very hard, because it's very impossible, it's almost impossible to say which investment is better. Okay, there is no such thing as bad investments in the world whatsoever. Every single investment is good. There is only bad timing for each investment. So to answer this question, I do not think that Forex is better than stocks. Not in Philippines, not in America, not in Europe, not in Indonesia, maybe Malaysia, but saying that I do not think that any investment is better than other investment. To be successful in a financial world, someone should have to have a split portfolio. Therefore, portfolio should consist on many investment opportunities and financial tools. Bear in mind that stock market moves in cycles. It follows an economic cycle. Okay, so you have a booming economic cycle and a bursting or bust economic cycle. Now, each booming economic cycle gonna consist of 3 mini cycles, and each bust economic cycle gonna consist of 2 mini cycles. So then we go that for every 2 or 3 good years of economy, you will definitely have at least 1 or 1.5 bad year or a bust year in economy. Saying that, it doesn't mean that all stocks gonna underperform or perform very bad in the bust economy cycles. Now this is the first episode, and furthermore in the next episodes we're gonna go into go in deeper into economic cycles to advise you which stocks, which cycles you actually have to purchase. Now when it comes to bust economy cycle, one should be advised to use another investment opportunities like forex or other currency hedging opportunities, futures or options, or even bond options, to go into the market and secure the running investment into the stocks. If we are talking about people whose capital for investment is small, not that big, then yes, in the bust economy cycle, you should be advised to stay out from the stock market and try to participate into currency trading. Now, to answer your question, in next 1 year, 1.5 year, we do predict that, we do analyze that Philippine Stock Exchange, same like Indonesia's Stock Exchange, gonna dip quite a bit. Therefore, in the current economic situation, in the current economic cycle, for those of you who are not in a position to hedge their investments, yes, it would be advisable to get into other two-way opportunity moving investments. But in general, no, I do not think that forex is better than the stock market. It depends on the certain economic situation. Okay. Now this is the answer on the second question. Now guys, I hope that you will be watching these episodes. I hope that I'm not gonna be talking to myself. Now for the next episode, we're gonna look deeper into the charts. We're gonna look into currency charts, into indexes charts, and also into particular blue chip stock charts from Malaysia, from Philippines, from Singapore, Indonesia, and also a US stocks. Now we're gonna be using a team viewer, so you will be able to see what I see in my screen. Okay. Now before I say goodbye to you, I would like to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for sending us your comments, sending us your questions and suggestions. And I would like to personally thank some of the people in Philippines that are actually asking us to make these videos. Now I would like to say very big thank you, Armando Jose Balaria and his group. Now Armando, thank you very much. You have my full support, and I'm expecting full support from you guys. Now, thank you very much, Shujera FX Investment Solutions. Now, hopefully, we can grow the awareness of, we can grow financial awareness in Philippines and in Asia region together. Thank you very much, the College of Research and Technology. Now, you definitely giving us full support. Baggio Institute of Business Professionals. I do not know how to pronounce correctly some of these words, so please correct me if I'm wrong. You can write in the comments and suggestions. Now, thank you very much, Elite iHawks Onliners. Thank you very much, Tenacity of Onyx 8 International. Now, these are the main people and groups I would like to thank you. Now, send us your questions and suggestions. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, newly made page. Follow us on Facebook, also a newly made page. Follow us on Twitter. Follow our tweets, our projections, predictions, and